jalapenos, it's a little ranch with a lot of kick.
The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
There's a ball hit deep to left field. Back to the wall. Walk-off home run. Hit to right field and down. Cedartown has tied the game. 0-1 pitch. Little chopper right side. That's going to be down. Cedartown wins.
The 3-1 pitch.
Ball hit to straightaway center field and deep. Back it goes. It is a home run.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to the field for today's action.
Welcome into Cedartown High School Baseball on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network. The Big AA as the Allatoona Buccaneers visit the Cedartown Bulldogs in what was supposed to be the second of 3 games, but a couple of rainouts this week have forced us to play this as the first game. And the Cedartown Bulldogs will bring Timothy George to start on the mound. We're going to get to the lineups here in just a moment. Real quick to take a look at the matchup here. The Cedartown Bulldogs coming into this game with a 3-0 region record, 5-3 overall, a .625 winning percentage, and currently ranked 17th in the state in Class 4A. The Allatoona Buccaneers got swept by the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. Now, again, Cartersville, one of the best teams in the state. .333 average, 3-6 on this season, and we're ready to go here in the top half of the first inning. Taking a look real quick at the Cedartown batting lineup, or rather the defensive lineup for the Cedartown Bulldogs. Taking a look at that. Timothy George on the mound, all red behind home plate. We'll look at the rest of it in just a moment. Let's get into the ball game here. First pitch is going to be grounded toward second base. He'll pick and throw, and that'll be out number 1. So a quick first out here in the first inning. Glad to have you with us here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Now batting, number 20, Parker Hope.
Parker Hope will be the batter now. Try to get the rest of our stuff up and going here. There's a strike call, 0-1. 1 gone here in the first for the Buccaneers. George winds and deals. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So far George has got a good start. Inducing a ground ball over to second base that Tweet took care of. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. That's a called strike 3 for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the first inning.
Now batting, number 24, Cooper Slayton.
Cooper Slayton will be the batter. Two outs and nobody on base. We'll get to the rest of the defensive setup here in just a minute. That pitch is outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. Flemister in left, Waddell in right. Henry is in right field. Flemister is in left. Tapper foul to the right side. Perkins playing third base. Ace Allen at short. Gerald at second. Holiday at first. We mentioned all red behind the plate. And Timothy George is the starting pitcher for the Bulldogs. 0-2 pitch. Outside for ball 1. Beautiful day for baseball. It's definitely a lot cooler than it was earlier this week. That's outside for ball 2. 2-2. Game Changer has ball 3, so we'll check with the home plate umpire here. George to the plate. That'll be ball 4. So a 2-out base on balls will put Slayton Board over at first.
Now batting number 12, Jackson McBurnett.
And that'll bring up Jackson McBurnett. You see the batting lineup there for the Buccaneers. Little tapper back to the mound. Should be an easy play. Low throw to first base, but dug out there by Holiday, and that will retire the side. Cedartown allows a base runner on a 2-out walk, but that's all she wrote for the top of the first inning. We head now to the bottom half of the first. Allatoona nothing, and Cedartown coming up after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown. Or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown. Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Nothing doing in the top of the first inning for the Buccaneers. They did have a walk and a runner left the board as we head now to the bottom half. Let's take a look at the batting lineup for the Cedartown Bulldogs. It'll be Ace Allen, the shortstop, to lead it off, followed by Everett Perkins. And then, it'll be Owen Gerald batting second, the second baseman. Then Everett Perkins, the third baseman, batting third. Dalen Holiday, the cleanup hitter, will bat. Then Gavin Allred, the catcher. B.J. Flemister in left field. Right fielder Luke Henry, the pitcher Timothy George, and the center fielder Bryant Waddell. That's your starting 9 in the lineup for the Cedartown Bulldogs. For the Allatoona Buccaneers, their defense: Pizzolato in left field, Chandler in center, right is in right field. Alley, the third baseman, Slayton at short, Tucker at second, McBurnett at first. Hope is the catcher, and he will be catching DiMartino, the starting pitcher for the Allatoona Buccaneers. And he will face Ace Allen to start this bottom half of the first inning.
Leading off for your Bulldogs, number 00, Ace Allen.
And Ace Allen will be the batter with number 22, Joey DiMartino. He's a senior for the Allatoona Buccaneers. Ace Allen, Owen Gerald, and Everett Perkins. The pitch. Tapper foul at the plate for strike one.
Really good.
No balls and a strike to the Dogs. Starting shortstop. 0-1. Breaking ball and a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. DiMartino deals, and it's a high chopper in front of the plate. That will be a foul ball, says the home plate umpire. It hit him, or it hit something there. It will be foul. So Ace will head back to home plate, and we'll do it again. No balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 pitch on the way. Ace takes outside. It goes all the way back to the backstop. Ball 1. 1-2 the count. DiMartino deals a breaking ball inside, just missed for ball 2. A pretty good looking breaking ball there, but Ace had a good eye and laid off of it. 2-2. Buccaneers wearing visiting gray uniforms, the Dogs in their cream white unis. 2-2. Chopper up the middle, be a tough play for the shortstop Slayton. He'll throw on to first and get it. So that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom half of the first inning as Ace Allen, a good battle, but it's won there by DiMartino this round. That'll bring up Tweet Gerald now to the plate.
Now batting for your Bulldogs, number 2, Owen Tweet Gerald.
So here's Gerald. This top of the lineup for the Bulldogs has been very reliable as far as getting hits. There's a good-looking pitch for a called strike from DiMartino. 0-1. The wind, the pitch. Same pitch, same result, strike 2. The 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And 2 quick outs. And that's one thing that's Tweet doesn't do much, and that's striking out. And he certainly doesn't strike out on 3 straight pitches, but he did just then. And that'll be out number 2, and it'll bring up the Dogs' third baseman, Everett Perkins. So Perkins will dig in with 2 outs and nobody on base after the 2 quick outs retired there by Joey DiMartino. The pitch. Inside for ball 1. Allen misses away. 2-0 now the count to the Dogs' third baseman. One would think Perkins would start game 2, but I don't know that for certain. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the screen. 2-1. I have not seen a lineup for game 2. Of course, this would typically be games 2 and 3 of the series. As we mentioned before, the first game of the series that was supposed to be at Allatoona on Tuesday was rained out, rescheduled for Thursday, and then that was, well, not so much rained out. It was, the field was unplayable. That's down low. 3 balls and a strike now to Perkins. Close to 2 inches of rain Monday night, close to 2 inches of rain on Wednesday night. Same result. Could not play. 3-1 pitch on the way to Perk. Swing and a miss, full count. 3-2 now. No score, no hits for either side. Through an inning and 2/3, or the pitch. Hit on the ground towards second base as Tucker mishandles it, and he will be safe at first. That should be an E4 on the mishandle of that routine ground ball. It will be an E4, and the Dogs will have a base runner. So Perkins is aboard. That'll bring up the Dogs' cleanup hitter, the first baseman, Dalen Holiday.
Now batting number 19, Dalen Holiday.
So Day steps in. Perkins was bored over at first, and they will try to pick him off, and Everett slides back in over at first base. Buccaneers with the red hats and the gray jerseys. The Dogs have the red hats and the white jerseys. That throw back over to first base, and again, Perkins back in safely. Very similar color scheme. Red and black. Just different mascots. Yet a pitch to be made to Holiday. DiMartino from the stretch and deals, and it's upstairs, ball 1. 2 outs and 1 on. 1 ball, no strikes. And now time is called at the plate, as DiMartino was taking a little bit too much time there for Holiday's liking. Says let's go. 1 ball and no strikes to him. Fouled back to the screen. 1-1. Cedartown's catcher, Gavin Allred, hopes to... That throw gets away at first base, and heading to second will be Perkins. Perkins will be easily in there. And the Dogs have a runner on first, or has a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. So an RBI chance now for Holiday if he can get a base hit. That's 2 errors in this inning for the Buccaneers. The fielding error and then the throwing error. 1-1 to Holiday. Hit on the ground to second base. Should be an easy play for Tucker. And that time they do make it an easy play, and that'll be out number 3. Dogs leave a runner stranded at second. We head now to the top of the second. Cedartown Bulldogs and Buccaneers are scoreless. We'll be back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Welcome back as we head to the second inning. The Cedartown Bulldogs and Allatoona Buccaneers 0-0. Glad to have you with us here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A. Top of the second. No runs, no hits, 2 errors. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Dogs. Timothy George on the hill. Sam Branch has just arrived. He actually has to work for a living. So, let me get you hooked up there, buddy. Howdy, Sam.
How are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Glad to see baseball back in action.
Me too. It's been a minute. The third baseman, Alley, then Pizzolito and Tucker due up, middle of the lineup, and there is ball 1. One ball and no strikes the count. And the pitch on the way. Alley hits it on the ground toward third and foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. We missed all the fun. One of my cameras fried, so I'm having to use my phone as the camera.
Wow.
So yeah. Victim of the water, I'm sure, from the all the rain we had last week at Woodland. There's a high pop, shallow center field. It will be playable for Bryant Waddell for the first out. So 1 gone here in the top of the second inning. So if the camera jitters a little bit, that's why. We're having to kind of rely on the backup of the backup.
27, Brady Pizzolato.
Here's Pizzolato. Left fielder for the Buccaneers. Bats left. Timothy deals. Called strike 1. That one misses just a bit high for ball one. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count.
Good looking pitch there by Cedartown's Timothy George. We're just going.
Uh-oh. Swing and a miss. And he's gone for the first out. So we'll try to get you fixed here, buddy. Check your connection on your.
There we go.
There it is. But we're having all kinds of issues today.
Well, that one was operator error, and that is no surprise coming from me.
No problem. Bunt try. That's going to be a tough play. Picked it third, throw to first. They won't get him.
That was beautifully executed on the part of Allatoona. They caught us completely off guard there. They were just able to lay down that bunt, get a base runner, but you saw Everett Perkins, though. He still was able to make a good play on it. Decided to put that one in his pocket, and I think that was a good decision on his part.
Yeah, I think you just kind of have to do that there.
You know at that point that Tucker is going to reach.
That one misses, ball one. This is Wright, the right fielder. Pickoff move over to first, back safely is Tucker. That, by the way, was the first hit of the game for either side. Timothy comes set from the stretch. Another pickoff move, and close play that time as Holiday applies the tag, but Tucker slides back in.
I'll tell you what, George has got a good pickoff move. Quick.
He does. 1-0 pitch, called strike. Timothy George again throws over to first.
You're keeping a close eye on Tucker over there.
Well, we saw his speed on display when he beat out that infield hit bunt single. The pitch, low and away. 2-1. Timothy sets and deals. Popped up and out of play for strike 2.
That'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the inning. And they must have been a quick 2 outs as well. I saw the second one, but the first one must have been quick.
That's fouled away. It was quick.
Because by the time I walked from my car here, there was already the first out.
Yep. Very quick. Timothy George would love a quick end to this inning here with Tucker aboard on the bunt single. 2-2. Popped up in the infield. Will it stay in play? I don't think so. I think it's going to land behind the press box, and it does. It'll still be 2-2. The Allatoona Buccaneers, who, Sam, they got swept by the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes last week. They had to play on Saturday of last week for some weather makeups. 2-2 pitch, fouled away, runner was going, he'll have to go back.
Yeah, they're 0-3 in region play, and you talk about the sweep by the Hurricanes. Cartersville would beat them 5-0 in that first game.
Yeah.
That was a close matchup, but then game 2, a 21-7 victory for the folks in purple.
Yeah.
They would close out the series with a 10-2 win over the Bucks.
The 2-2 pitch, runner goes, it's high, throw down to second base, is going to be in time. Oh, he's safe! Oh, buddy.
That That was a heck of a throw down by Gavin Allred.
I mean, the throw beat him there it was to the third base side of the bag, Sam, but my goodness, I thought they got the tag on. I guess he slid in just in the nick of time.
And I think he might have even been in front of the bag a little bit as well, and Tucker was able to get around it.
Fouled at the plate, 3-2 now. Wow.
That was still a great throw down by Gavin Allred.
It's one thing about Coach Lane, though. He's extremely even-keeled.
Absolutely.
And you don't see him get upset very often, especially with an umpire.
No. That goes a long way with officials, I believe, especially days.
It also goes a long way with the kids, too.
It does. They're going to respond based off of how he responds.
Now he'll go to bat for you, of course, but just seeing how even he is. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and what a big out, number 3 in the inning. The runner left stranded at second. 1 hit, 1 left as we head now to the bottom half of the second. No score here from the Dog Pound. Back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
There's nothing quite like the indoor comfort of a Daikin HVAC system. And not everyone can deliver the HVAC expertise and service quite like us, your local Daikin Comfort Pro. We're committed to your heating and cooling needs, whether you're looking for a system checkup or a replacement that fits your lifestyle and budget. Call us, your local Daikin Comfort Pro, today.
Call MasterTech Heating and Air at 770-748-6965 or visit us online at mymastertech.com, and go Dogs.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
1 left as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Still scoreless here at CHS. Your Cedartown Bulldogs playing host to the Allatoona Buccaneers. For the Dogs, it's going to be Allred, Flemister, and Henry due up here in the bottom half. 5, 6, and 7. Baseball finally back after a reprieve from Mother Nature.
Well, it's a beautiful day. It's 67 degrees here as we start the game, but once the sun goes down, it's going to get cold.
Well, I will tell you this. I did not dress for what the weather is right now. I dressed for what the weather is going to be.
Well, thankfully, it stays pretty pretty good here inside the press box. Gavin Allred, BJ Flemister, and Luke Henry will be the batters due up here as we start the bottom half of the second inning. And the pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. DeMartino kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Dogs just could not be stopped with their run scoring against the Wildcats. Chopper to shortstop as Slayton deals. And they got him over at first. 1 gone.
Yeah, I made the comment very early in the season, Andrew, that I thought that this was going to be a scrappy team that was going to win a lot of games, 5-3, 4 or 6-4, something like that. Well, they proved me absolutely dead wrong against Woodland, and I could not be happier to be so wrong. The offense really was on display. Of course, I didn't get to do those games with you, but I did keep up with them. And the bats really, they just came alive for the Dogs, and they took the opportunities that were given to them, and they took advantage of them, and that's exactly what you have to do. Flemister up to bat now.
Swing and a miss by BJ for strike 1.
BJ, of course, getting the start out in left field for the Dogs today.
The 0-1 pitch. Upstairs, 1-1 the count. Of course, this Allatoona team, they may be 0-3 in region play, and they may only have 3 wins, but this is a much better team than we saw last week. That's fouled back to the screen. And no offense to Woodland, but it's just the matter of the fact is that this is a team that's battle tested.
Well, and you look at this team as well. You know, they have gone up against some tough opponents. We already talked about, you know, the sweep against Cartersville. They played Camden County and got beat 9-5.
They started with the hardest team in the region to play.
Yeah, they had a 3-0 loss to Paulding County as that one misses over Flemister's head for ball 2. So that'll even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. But you see this Allatoona team, their record absolutely does not reflect how good of a ball club they are.
2-2 is hit in the air deep to left field. Drifting back on it is Pizzolano. He'll get it right there at the track. For out number 2, he just got underneath that one and hit it hard and far, but not far enough to get out of the yard.
Oh, and unfortunately, I think the wind was blowing in the wrong direction to try to
against it.
Give him a little aid there. So a long out number 2 for Flemister, and that's going to bring up Henry.
Number 6, Luke Henry.
Luke getting the start over in right field this afternoon for the Dogs. Both these teams, though, coming into this afternoon's doubleheader are absolutely hungry for a region win. The Dogs want to keep it going. Allatoona wants to prove that they're a region contender.
Well, and I think there's no doubt they're going to be successful in the region. Just depends on here. There's a strike call, 0-1. DeMartino swinging a miss, strike 2.
You and I talked last Saturday about how we kind of expected the region to turn out. You look at Cartersville and this Allatoona team, and you think those are probably the top 2 teams in the region.
That one bounced up there.
And then you have Cedartown, Cass, and Dalton that are going to probably vie for that 3, 4, and 5 spot. And then you'll have Woodland Southeast and Hiram, kind of the bottom part of that region.
Look out for Dalton, though. Dalton, has had a hot start in the region as well. 1-2 on the way. Foul tipped into the mitt for strike 3 and out number 3. So a very quick inning for the Dogs offensively. As we head now to the third, the Cedartown Bulldogs nothing and the Allatoona Buccaneers nothing. Back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Are you ready for steel? Equipment, that is. At Croker's Hardware in Cedartown, we've got all the steel equipment. Blowers and shredder vacs, chainsaws, augers and drills, trimmers and brush cutters. We're very proud to be a retailer for the steel product line. As an independent dealer, we can provide many services that the big box chain stores just can't match. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is always ready to help you select the equipment that meets your specific needs. So call Croker's for a steel today. That's 770-748-4842 to learn more about steel in Cedartown.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Dogs retired in order in the bottom of the second inning. We will head to the top of the third. Still scoreless here from CHS. 9-1-2 due up for the Allatoona Buccaneers. It'll be Brooks, Chandler, and Hope.
Leading off that box, number 8, Morgan Brooks.
Morgan Brooks, the DH, will lead things off here in the top of the third inning.
Here's the pitch. Tried to check his swing. He could not. Strike 1 call. The wind. And the swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2.
Not to read too much into it, because this early in the season with the region schedule, you can't really read the tea leaves a ton. First the pitch.
Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging for strike 3, 1 gone.
But I think if you looked at the region the way that you and I do, and you know, other folks agree with that. We don't know. You know, we haven't had that conversation with folks from around the region, but I think if you look at it the way you and I do, Andrew, you know, if the Dogs can take 2 out of 3 against the Bucks, I think that completely changes the conversation.
Oh, it does. On the ground to third base. Picked over there by Perkins on the first in time. That's just about automatic when it goes over there to the hot corner.
And here's why. Not only does Cedartown pick up 2 wins against one of the top teams in the region, but then you have the Allatoona Buccaneers that all of a sudden have a sense of urgency placed in their lap with only the third season or the third series of the season, as they would go on, you know, after us, and they've got to be scratching their heads saying, guys, we got to get some region wins.
Upstairs for ball 1. Well, and again, it's the scheduling too. The Cedartown got one of the easier teams in the region to start. And again, no disrespect to Woodland there. First the 1-0 pitch. It's ball 2 upstairs, but Woodland's no Cartersville and Woodland's no Allatoona.
Absolutely.
And you know, Allatoona got what many might have said was a 1 versus 2 in that first region series. Well, Cedartown's got something to say about that. That's outside for ball 3 now, 3-0. But I mean, this is still very early in region play. I mean, a lot can happen between now and in the middle of April. 3-0 pitch, breaking ball right there for a called strike 1.
A lot of baseball still left to play, but man, if you could get the first 2 series in the books for the Dogs.
3-1 pitch, swung on and missed, 3-2, and the breaking ball broke down, and he couldn't get a stitch of it there. Full count.
If you can get through these first 2 series, you know, 5-1, 4-2 at worst.
Here's the payoff pitch. Ball 4 upstairs. Second base on balls given up by Timothy George, and that'll put a runner on first.
You'd be looking at a good place for the Dogs after these first 2 series. Going to have a courtesy runner come in for Allatoona. It'll be number 2, Nicholas Eddings. So he will run for the catcher, Hope, and that's going to bring out the shortstop, Slayton. He walked in his first plate appearance.
Good. All right, let's go.
Ready to go back to work now as George climbs on the rubber.
Slayton batting from the left-handed batter's box. Timothy from the stretch and the pitch. It's tapped foul at the plate. 0-1. Timothy with 4 strikeouts so far. One of those struck out the side in the second inning. Here we are on the top of the third. The wind kind of changing directions. Well, it's kind of still in from the left side. Kind of blows in from center and then in from left to right. 0-1 now to Slayton. The pitch. Just a bit high. 1-1.
Not a bad pitch by George at all there, though. Maybe see if he can get Slayton to chase after something. Count now even. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. Hit in the air to right center field. Is anybody gonna get to it? Yes, sir. Of course, Bryant Waddell's gonna get to it. Closes the gap and it ends the inning. A runner left on base for the Buccaneers as we head now to the bottom half of the third. Cedartown and Allatoona scoreless. We head now to the bottom half after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big Double A is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big Double A. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Still scoreless as we go to the home half of the third inning. It'll be 8-9-1 due up for your Cedartown Bulldogs. Timothy George, Bryant Waddell, who made a fantastic catch out in right center field to end the top of the third, and then we'll go back to the top of the order in Ace Allen. Waddell for the Dogs in center field is as close to automatic as you can get defensively. He reminds you a good bit of a young gentleman that wore number 25 for a long time that patrolled the center field there at Turner Field.
Breaking ball, I think Timothy thought it was going to hit him, but it curves back over the plate. It's a called strike one. Well, the Dogs have always had good center fielders. Jamie and I had this conversation last week about that. Outside ball one. Such center fielders as Reese, Tanner, and going back to Walker Barrow back when Jamie's son played. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside for ball two. Try to get that same pitch to
and this time
in there, but
George
it's too
just
far
stood his ground on that one.
Yeah, if it's gonna clip me, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take one for the team. 2-1 from DiMartino. Swing and a miss.
Big cut there by George.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Got him looking for strike 3.
Well, he went to the well 3 different times with that pitch, and he got strikes on 2 of them, and that one when he needed it for the called strike for the first out of the inning.
I really want to see that replay here in a second. We'll bring Bryant Waddell to the plate for the first time.
Now batting number 12, Bryant Waddell.
That was quite a pitch, though. That was not a strike. That was not a strike. Low and away for ball one. That definitely was not a strike. 1 ball and no strikes the count. And again, the angle from center field is kind of a little deceptive because of where it comes in. There's a high pop fly. Right field, right is there, and he'll make the catch for the second out.
We'll go back to the top of the order now. We'll go to Ace Allen, looking for his first hit of the afternoon. The Dogs through the order 1 time, hitless, victim of 3 strikeouts that first time through. Only 1 hit in the game so far, and of course it does belong to the Buccaneers.
Called strike 1. DiMartino, a pretty tough cookie here. He's locating well. He doesn't throw necessarily that hard, but is locating the ball very well. Swing and a miss for strike 2 on a breaking ball. But you don't have to throw hard to be a good pitcher.
No.
At least in this league. Or at least at this level. 0-2 pitch. Low and away for ball 1.
We've seen some guys throughout our time broadcasting at the high school level that don't have the heat, but man, they've got a lot of movement and they can locate well, and they've been just effective as the gunslingers.
1-2 misses a little high.
Honestly, some of them have probably been more effective than the guys that could run up the number on the radar gun.
The 2-2 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. That ball is going to be foul.
Oh, man.
Missed a triple by that much. Count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, buddy, that just missed getting down.
That one would have been a three-bagger easily there for Allen with his speed and just how quickly he's able to get out of the box. And that ball was just trailing to the right, just slicing over, and it missed by about 8 inches or so. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on, 2 out. Bottom of the 3rd inning.
Here's the 2-2. Hit on the ground towards second base. Slow roller. Pitcher had to cover, and they just did get him over at first base for out number 3. Very close play. The Dogs go in order again here in the 3rd inning. Neither side has scratched a run yet. We'll head now to the 4th. Back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Top of the 4th inning, we are still scoreless here at CHS. Battle between the Bucks and the Bulldogs. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up for Allatoona. McBurnett will lead things off. The first baseman for the Bucks.
Jackson McBurnett.
Burnett getting the start over at first base today. 0 for 1 on the afternoon.
Timothy George deals, and it's a bunt. Pop the bunt up. And Allred will make the catch in foul territory, so 1 pitch, 1 out as the bunt call backfires on the Buccaneers.
Tell you what, though, not a bad thought process, though, by the Buccaneer coaching staff.
If you're the Buccaneers, that's not a bad call at all.
Not a bad one at all.
We weren't expecting it. Had it been actually fair, it might have been it would have been a tough out for sure. Here's Alley.
I mean, here you are in the 4th inning. You've only got 1 hit. Both teams are scoreless. You need base runners, and in the worst kind of way, and that's a good way to steal one there.
1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. In the dirt for ball 2. Two-0 to Alley. Missing low for ball 3, says the home plate umpire, and I think he was correct. So 3 balls and no strikes. And there's a called strike, 3-1.
You know, I just noticed this column.
Phonetic pronunciations.
That is a broadcaster's dream.
We're hooked on phonics, y'all. Ground ball down the left side and foul. 3 balls and 2 strikes. You know, and now that I think about it, I think Allatoona did the same thing for us last year.
Well, they get a gold star.
Absolutely. Payoff pitch. Breaking ball, grounded to third. Perkins picks and throws. A good stretch over there by Holiday. 2 gone in the inning. Timothy George has thrown 48 pitches. Struck out 4, walked 2, and 31 of those are strikes.
He's having a good afternoon so far. He'll try to continue it here against Pizzolatto, the left fielder.
And he'll take outside for ball 1.
You like to see George working as well as he has, just effective and efficient.
1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Big day tomorrow in Cedartown, opening day for CHS Little League. They'll have a parade that will begin at 9 a.m. and then opening ceremonies will kick off right at 10 down at Burtwood Park.
2-0 is hit in the air down the left side and foul. 2-1 the count.
We have
not just Little League, but softball
Absolutely.
and soccer all combined together.
We have some pretty exciting things going on. Yours truly will have to give a very short presentation. State Representative Trey Kelly will also be in the house.
2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. So you'll be skedaddling out from the trading post very quickly tomorrow.
Yeah, we might even have to wrap up the show a few minutes early to get me out of there.
I'm sure the listeners won't mind.
We'll have to make sure Eddie calls me about 9:30 and doesn't wait till 9:45.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Eddie's listening, by the way.
So he better be.
He'll give you grief tomorrow.
Yeah, he will.
We had the bottom half of the 4th inning as the Buccaneers strike out to end the top half. We head now to the bottom of the 4th. No score here from the Dog Pound. 60-second break on the Big Double A.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown. Or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
The Bucks go in order in the top of the 4th. We'll go to the home half of the 4th inning. Dogs will send 2, 3, and 4. It'll be Gerald, Perkins, and Holiday. Tweet, a victim of a rare strikeout for him in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, extremely rare.
And it was on 3 pitches.
Almost shocking.
Leading off of the Dogs, number 2, Tweet Gerald.
That's one thing the Dogs haven't done much. I mean, you take away that Rockmart game where he struck out 15 times. We don't strike out much. First pitch to Tweet. Outside.
No, and I hate to say it, but I think the way that Trey Luke was pitching that night, the Braves might have struck out 15 times.
I mean, he was dealing.
He was
lights out. Swing and a miss. High fastball. 1-1 the count. But Everett Perkins was too, and he was matching him pitch for pitch, and it really was one of the best games I've seen.
It's been a while since we've seen one go down like that.
The 1-1. Hit in the air right side. It's down for a base hit. The Dogs scratch a hit here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, and we're in business with a runner on first and nobody out. Just hit it the other way if you can.
And he does exactly what he does every game that he plays in. Every approach at the plate is the same. With Tweet, he doesn't try to do anything crazy. He just puts the ball in play. And if you would have told me that we were going to go to the 4th inning without having a hit, and you were going to say Tweet was going to be the guy to come through with our first hit of the game, no shock there.
Wouldn't shock me
Absolutely
either.
not. Now you bring up Everett Perkins, and we know he has an opportunity to drive the ball as well.
First pitch on the way to him is down low for ball 1. One ball and no strikes. This Friday afternoon edition of Cedartown Baseball in the Big Double A. 1-0 pitch. Strike.
Got a lot of movement on that one.
1-1. Little lob throw over to first base. Back in as Gerald, maybe more of just I still know you're over there. Don't try anything stupid. DiMartino's up to 48 pitches here in the fourth. The pitch. Breaking ball, strike. Wow.
That one's questionable as well.
I think it was inside.
I mean, now don't get me wrong. He's got a lot of movement on that pitch, and he can locate it well. But I also think he's getting the benefit of that inside corner quite a bit so far from the umpire.
Well, and you got to tip your hat to him. He's going there when he needs to. Another pickoff move. Back in safely once more is Gerald.
Yeah, not even close. Not even close on that one.
1-2. The pitch, runner goes. It's ball. The throw down to second, gets into the outfield, but not backed up there by Chandler. And we got a stolen base and a runner in scoring position.
And for those of you that are listening and watching, and you're probably wondering where our replay that we talk about is coming from, we have the game streaming on the big screen here in the press box, and it's a little bit behind.
It's probably 30 seconds behind the live feed.
So we're able to see kind of a replay of sorts when we need to.
2-2 the count. The pitch on the way to Perk. Hits it off the end of the bat and foul toward the football field.
Everett taking his time, deep breath, climbing back in the batter's box now.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The wind continues to blow in from left. The pitch. Little tapper to short. Throw on to first will be in time, and we could not move. Gerald will stay put at second base, and that'll be out number 1.
That'll bring up Dalen Holiday.
The Atlanta Braves outlasted the New York Yankees today 7-6 in spring training action. Most of the stars, though, are playing in the World Baseball Classic right now, so a lot of the younger guys are getting some chances. Although Grant Holmes, no-hit the Pirates through like 5 innings the other day.
Yeah, and that's boding well for kind of the future of the starting rotation for Atlanta, because that is the huge question mark coming in to the 2026 campaign, is what is that rotation going to look like as the Braves are dealing just with a lot of injuries. Have a coaching visit coming.
I mean, you've lost Spencer Schwellenbach for the year.
Smith-Shawver for a little while.
Smith-Shawver for a while, plus Joey Wentz tore his ACL, and he's done for the probably most of the season. Ronaldo Lopez is going to be back, but he'll probably be limited a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was. That's where my thought process was going next. Was Lopez? We really missed Ronaldo last year. We thought that he was going to be a big part of the rotation and going to be one of those consistent arms for the Braves.
Well, and here's another thing too. With the Jerkson Profar situation, the Braves now have $15 million in salary flexibility, so that they can go out and find a free agent somewhere that might still be looking for a job. And maybe they can trade in the middle of the season, depending on how the season's going, for a big line, frontline free agent.
So Dalen Holiday now stands in with the runner over at second base. First time the Dogs have had a runner in scoring position this afternoon. 1 out in the inning.
Day takes well outside for ball 1.
We'll never know the entirety of the story behind Profar in the last 2 seasons where he has tested positive. I don't know much about the guy, obviously, because last year was his first year in Atlanta, even though he only got to play half the season.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hit down the left field line and foul for strike 1. But here's the thing, though, Sam. I mean, 2 years you test positive for PEDs. Yeah. Whatever situation, if it was a mistake the first time, I get it. Second time, if it is a mistake, it's a neglectful mistake.
Well, and it's hard not to say in that situation, man, I hope that guy never plays another pitch of Major League Baseball if he's going to do that to a team 2 seasons in a row.
That's inside, ball 2.
And I have a feeling that I would feel that way regardless of the player, regardless of the team that he was playing for, unless it was maybe the Phillies or the Astros. Then I feel like, well, what goes around comes around.
Or the Mets.
Yeah.
I feel that way about the Mets, too. 2-1 pitch. Bounced up there to third base. Goes Tweet, and he'll be there. And it's 3 balls and a strike. So the Dogs with a chance to get a run across here with a runner 90 feet away. And
Holiday in the driver's seat here with the count of 3 balls and 1 strike. He can be a little patient here.
3-1 pitch. Here it is. Swinging, and it's a ground ball to short. That's going to be a foul ball, I think.
Yeah, it hit off of the umpire signaled the knee, that it hit off the knee of Holiday, but it absolutely, you knew it hit some part of him because it took an immediate left turn.
Well, and when I saw Tweet not breaking for the plate, now it was a slow roller. I think he knew immediately it was foul. Yeah. And Holiday doing what he's supposed to do, he's taken off to first base just in case the umpire says it's not a foul ball. But now it's going to fill the count up at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Day back in the box, 3-2 with 1 gone, the runner at third here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Infield's going to play in here.
Payoff pitch, ball 4 upstairs.
Beautiful.
Now, if you're the Buccaneers, that might be the best case scenario there in that particular spot.
Well, because that sets up a double play opportunity to get you out of the inning with Allred coming to the plate. You had the base open. I don't think you want to really give a hitter at the caliber of Holiday, something easy to hit and drive.
Coach Brett Lane is going to pop out of the dugout. Looks like he may put out a pinch runner at first. Won't be a courtesy runner, it'll be a pinch runner. Now, you can do this one time in the ball game. You can reinsert him. They're going to send out number 17 to run for him.
For the Bulldogs at first base, number 17, Ben Blakeney.
It'll be Blakeney out there to run for him.
And so that will help with the double play opportunity. Blakeney a little quicker of a runner than Holiday. And, I almost wonder if you're Coach Lane, are you going to sit back and wait, or are you going to press the envelope and see if you can't swipe second to really try to mess up that opportunity for a double play?
And you also have to remember, too, that Gerald got over to third base due to some pitches in the dirt.
Exactly.
And some other issues like that. So let's hope that we see a similar situation. With Gavin Allred now at the plate, 2 outs, rather 1 out, I should say, and runners at the corners. Pitch on the way. Gavin takes a called strike. Listen, that pitch has been called a strike all day long, and it's inside.
But you can't blame DiMartino because he's getting the call.
He's going there.
Yeah,
he's going
absolutely.
There. If we had a pitch like that, I would say go there each time too. 0-1 almost hit him inside.
I mean, I think you go to the cookie jar until you get your hand slapped, right? And so you just keep pounding that thing inside and see if you can't get the call. That time he was almost a little too much inside. And we almost had the bases loaded thanks to a hit batsman.
DiMartino sets and deals the 1-1 upstairs for ball 2.
You got DiMartino a little rattled. You got the runner over at first. You got him behind in the count, 2 balls, 1 strike. I think you send him here.
We'll see. He's got a pretty good lead over at first base. The 2-1 pitch, he does not go, and it's swung on and missed. 2-2.
Nobody better. Battle with 2 right here. 3. Come on, Travis. Good job, man.
Gerald's at third base. Swing and a miss. Out number 2.
Yep. Went off speed there. Got Allred to chase one.
That's a big out for the Buccaneers. Now they won't worry about the runner at first base, and that'll bring up number 13, B.J. Flemister.
That's a huge out.
Number 13, B.J. Flemister.
And now B.J. he's got to put the ball in play. He hit one a ton to left field in his last at bat.
Pitch on the way. BJ will duck out of the way, but gets a called strike. That pitch is so deceptive when it's coming at you. Then it breaks over and scrapes the strike zone. No balls and a strike now the count to BJ Flemister. Stretch and the pitch. Upstairs.
Good eye there by BJ just to leave that one alone.
Yeah, that first pitch was a lot closer to the zone than some of the other ones we've seen.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's the 1-1. Hit in the air, popped up. Should be playable. Right fielder Wright comes in and makes a squeeze, and the Dogs leave 2, including 1 at third base. We head now to the 5th. Still no score here from the Dog Pound. Back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company. Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Dogs leave 2, including 1 in scoring position over at third base, and we head to the top of the 5th inning. We are still scoreless. Each team now with a single mark in the hit column.
Leading off for Allatoona, number 6.
Dogs unable to capitalize. So it'll be Tucker, Wright, and Brooks, 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Buccaneers here at the top of the 5th inning. Timothy George still on the mound.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. George through 4 innings, 1 hit allowed, no runs, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. He's thrown 54 pitches, very efficient. Popped out of play for strike 2. The wind, the 0-2. Ball 1 high. And Timothy George, in the times we've seen him start this year, has really been, not really a surprise, but a pleasant surprise, but he's been a sigh of relief, I think. 1-2 on the way. Tapper toward third, and a diving stop. What a play. Throw to first. Oh, he's safe at first. But what a diving stop there by Perkins at third base. I mean, that was a bang play. Tip your hat to him. That's the second base hit of the day for the Buccaneers, but my goodness, what an incredible attempt. Wow.
Now batting, number 19, Talon White.
Tucker gets the base hit.
That'll bring up Wright.
That's the second hit today for him. He's had both of the Buccaneers hits. That one outside. They've got him picked off. Throw over, and he's out. Yep. Good play there by the Dogs to run him down. So that's out number 1, and the base runner quickly erased.
Well, Wright was showing bunt, and Tucker got just a little bit too much of a head start.
I'm wondering if someone didn't miss a sign there. I mean, you got to try to make contact there if he's going to be running. I don't know. We'll never know if that was what was actually the call. He's going to swing and pop it up. Right side. Who's going to get to it? It's going to be Tweet Gerald in the outfield grass to make it. 2 gone.
Just like that, you got 2 outs in the inning where you thought that this inning may be headed in a bad direction when you get that leadoff runner aboard. But the Dogs defense just coming through, so that's going to bring up Brooks, the DH. He struck out in his first plate appearance. So far, George with 5 strikeouts on the afternoon.
First pitch is missing downstairs for ball 1. 1-0 is popped up a mile in the air in the infield. Catch is made there by the Dogs. Gavin Allred, and after the hit, 3 up, 3 down. We head now to the bottom half of the 5th. Cedartown's got to get some offense going. 0-0 here in this region matchup. Back after 60 seconds on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
There's nothing quite like the indoor comfort of a Daikin HVAC system. And not everyone can deliver the HVAC expertise and service quite like us, your local Daikin Comfort Pro. We're committed to your heating and cooling needs, whether you're looking for a system checkup or a replacement that fits your lifestyle and budget. Call us, your local Daikin Comfort Pro, today.
Call MasterTech Heating and Air at 770-748-6965 or visit us online at mymastertech.com, and go Dogs.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
The Dogs work around a leadoff hit in the top of the 5th as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter here on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, 106.1 FM, AM 1340. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and the NFHS Network. Allatoona searching for their first region win of the season. The Dogs trying to keep their region win streak rolling. Cedartown 3-0 in the region after sweeping the Woodland Wildcats.
Number 6, Luke Henry.
It'll be Henry, George, and Waddell, 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Dogs here in the home half of the 5th. Henry, a victim of a strikeout in his first plate appearance.
First pitch to him, hits him on the shoulder.
We will take it.
Absolutely, we'll take it. First pitch, a hit batsman. Coach Lane gets a thumbs up from Luke that he's not hurt.
That'll bring up Timothy George. George also a victim of a strikeout in his first plate appearance. 4 strikeouts on the afternoon so far for DiMartino. He's thrown 67 pitches.
Once again, the Dogs have a chance here. First pitch to him, a called strike. That one hits him. First and second.
We've seen that breaking ball work the inside part of the plate, and we have seen DiMartino cut it close a few times, and that one, there was no cutting it close.
No, that was not.
It never broke.
George will be relieved for a courtesy runner. Number 24 for the Bulldogs.
Pitch, please. Courtesy runner for the pitcher, number 24, Davis Johnson Warner.
Davis Johnson Warner will be the courtesy runner.
And so that's going to bring up Bryant Waddell. He'll come to the plate with the runners at first and second. Nobody out. A golden opportunity for the Dogs to put some runs on the board. After you get through Waddell, we'll get to go back to the top of the order, and that's kind of the heart of your lineup there that you know that can produce offensively for you. So Bryant really just he just has one job here. Just get on base and then get us back to the top of the order. Love for him to drive home a run, maybe 2, but right now, I just want him to get aboard.
Cedartown with a golden opportunity here in the home half of the 5th inning. DiMartino with pitch number 70. Here it is. Low and away. 1-0.
Wind beginning to swirl out there.
Yeah.
Still kind of blowing, like you said earlier, in from left to right, but swirling a little bit more than it has been.
1-0 pitch. Oh, throw over to first. Save. The pitch was a ball. It's 2-0 the count. They just about got Johnson Warner leading off the bag at first.
Yeah, Hope with a strike down to first base. And those are the kind of mistakes you cannot afford to make in a game like this.
2 balls and no strikes. Strike. Right there. 2-1 the count now to Bryant Waddell. Nobody out, 2 on for the Dogs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The pitch squares to bunt, and he bunts it foul.
Man. Not a bad idea at all, though.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Everybody has to go back where they were.
Well, you know, and I'm sure that type of bunt situation where you're trying to sneak it in there is much more difficult to execute versus just a, hey, I'm going to go up here and I'm showing bunt from the get-go.
2 balls and 2 strikes. DiMartino deals. Outside, full count.
Yep.
Yeah, Hope tried to pull that one back into the zone, but the home plate umpire was not buying it.
No, he wasn't fooled on that one.
3-2 now. No, the bases will be loaded if he loses him here.
Got to be smart here at the plate if you're Waddell.
Here's the payoff. Down low, ball 4, and they're loaded up.
What an at-bat. What an at-bat there from Bryant Waddell. Had a little pressure on him to try to lay down a bunt. Couldn't execute it. You think, well, that might put even more pressure on him to produce at the plate, but he's just patient.
Well, now you're in dire straits if you're back to the top of the order. This great top of the lineup. Ace Allen is 0 for 2, and he's due here in this game.
And listen, for Cedartown, you've got 4 guys in a row that are a swing away from absolutely busting this one wide open. It could happen from Allen, Gerald Perkins, or Holiday.
First pitch on the way to Ace. Ace takes a strike.
You could even say the same about Allred sitting there in the 5th spot in the lineup. I mean, just one swing away from any of those guys.
Henry at 3rd. Johnson Warner at 2nd, and Waddell's at 1st. 0-1 the count now to Ace Allen, and time asked for and granted there by Ace.
Yeah, good call. Just to kind of settle the nerves a little bit.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt and stopped there by Hope, and that was Hope and a prayer. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, you got to be a brick wall back there right now if you're Hope.
Let's go, Wade.
1-1. DiMartino the 1-1. Hit in the air to right field. That's at least going to get the run home. It's going to get over the head and all the way to the fence. 1 run is in. We got a score from 3rd, and he is out. Base running mistake by the Bulldogs right there, but the Dogs do get a run out of it and take the lead 1-0.
Listen, Waddell was about to lap Blakeney.
Yeah.
He was on him. Excuse me, Davis Johnson, or Johnson Warner, excuse me. Waddell was on him. So we don't score 2. We do get the 1 run across. We do get the out, or they do get the out in Allatoona at home plate. And so that will put runners at 2nd and 3rd, and that's going to bring up Tweet.
And there is 1 out now, the pitch. It's low and away, ball 1, 1 ball and no strikes.
You want to talk about speed, buddy. Speed is the name of the game right now on 2nd and 3rd for the Dogs. You got two fast guys out on the base pads right now.
1-0 pitch. Fouled back. Good hack. One ball and one strike. Ace Allen with the RBI single. I guess they give him the second base on the throw. I would say a single and advancing a second. The 1-1. Tapper toward third and a foul ball.
Big opportunity here for Tweet.
One ball and two strikes. Dogs only have 2 hits, and Gerald has one of them. DiMartino with pitch number 82. Here it is. Breaking ball is high.
Yep.
2-2.
That one just hung up on him. That'll even up the count. Tweet got the first hit for the Dogs of the game. Back in the 4th inning, looking to add to it here.
The 2-2. Got him swinging for strike 3. Second strikeout of the day for Gerald. And that's out number 2. So if we're going to get any more runs home, it'll be Everett Perkins who does it. First base is open.
Number 5, Everett Perkins.
Yeah, that was just a good pitch there to retire. Tweet Gerald. Here we go. Everett Perkins, 0 for 2, and that's news. Perkins hits it in the air to left center field. That ball is going to be caught on the run by Chandler, who had it played perfectly. Cedartown gets a run. Could have been more, but we'll take it. We head now to the top of the 6th inning. Cedartown 1, Allatoona nothing. Back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
Dog Scratchers cross 1 run in the bottom of the 5th to take a 1-0 lead as we head to the top of the 6th inning. I want to thank all of our sponsors here on the Big AA. You heard from State Representative Trey Kelly. Our State Senator Jason Anavitarte, also a sponsor of Bulldog Baseball right here on the official Cedartown Bulldog Sports Network. We also appreciate all of the hard work that those two guys have been putting on and going through since the beginning of the year through the legislative session over under the Gold Dome in Atlanta.
They really represent us well and do a lot of great things for this district, for their respective districts. Timothy George, and he will give up a leadoff single to left field, and that'll be a runner on with nobody out here in the top of the 6th inning as the Buccaneers are looking to strike back.
Yeah, that was Hatcher Chandler leading things off. So he'll be aboard.
Now batting number 20, Parker Hope.
So that's going to bring up the backstop, Parker Hope. Hope, a walk and a strikeout.
That's only the 3rd hit of the day for the Buccaneers. George deals. It's outside, ball 1.
Chandler had a pretty big lead over there at first base.
Pickoff move to first. Close play, but he's back in.
Almost like maybe somebody was listening to me.
Yeah.
Or they just saw the same thing that I did. That's really what it is.
Allatoona's had some gaffes on the base pads today. Here's the pitch. It's down low for ball 2. 2-0 the count. The pitch. That one gets away, and over to second base goes Chandler in the tying run in scoring position. And it's a 3-ball, no strike count.
George's got to come back and make a good pitch here.
He sure does. Passed ball or wild pitch? How would you score that?
I'm almost going to say pass ball.
That one just missed for ball 4. I mean, that was pretty close. So runners at first and second with nobody out. Suddenly, George is in a bit of a pickle here, and that'll bring out Coach Smith from the dugout.
Slayton, the shortstop. Number 3 man in the order coming to the plate with Chandler out at second and Hope over at first. While we have a moment, a new addition to the Branch household is arriving today. An 8-week-old English Springer Spaniel by the name of Millie is on her way to my house right now.
How old?
8 weeks. 8 weeks old.
Potty trained yet?
We hope.
You hope, yeah.
We're going to find out.
Yes. You'll find out when you get home.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, because she will have been there, probably a good 2 or 3 hours by the time I get there. So we'll figure that out pretty quickly.
I wish you the best, my friend.
We're excited.
Oh, well, good.
Yeah. Eugene will now have a friend. Well, his name is Dallas, but I like to call him Eugene.
Here's Cooper Slayton, the shortstop. He's walked and 0 for 1 at the plate. Two runners on base here for the Buccaneers. Tying run at second. Pitch is on the way. It's a bunt try, and it's a perfect bunt. He'll pick and throw to first, and got it. Runners move up to second and third.
Executed perfectly by Slayton. Just was able just to kill it, and it just kind of died down the third base side.
All right, Carter.
And so we've got I believe it's going to be, is it a change in the lineup?
Carter Wilson is going to bat.
Yep, he will bat in the place of McBurnett. Wilson wearing one of the more famous numbers in baseball.
44. Hammering Hanks.
Hammering Hank.
We just hope we don't hammer one here.
No.
44 for 12.
So Wilson will come to the plate with runners at second and third and 1 out in the inning.
Carter Wilson.
The Dogs absolutely have to hold him here.
Let's go, C-Dub. Good job. Come on.
Timothy George, 5 1/3. No runs allowed, 3 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. 66 pitches. Pitch. Strike. 0-1.
Good pitch there by George. Good way to start off that at bat.
Put it out there.
0-1 pitch. Just a bit high. 1-1.
Come on, C-Dub, let's go. Let's go, C-Dub.
A fly ball of medium depth will tie the ball game. Pitch on the way, hits it. That's going to load the bases up. It will put a force at every base. That's the good news, but the bad news is
you got the bases juiced, and that's just a tough thing to work through, and especially you got the 1-0 lead. You know that you got to, hold them exactly where they are. That'll bring up Alley. He is 0 for 2. That's the only bright spot. You've got Alley that's 0 for 2. Pizzolita would be up next. He's also 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, but then you get to Tucker, and he has 2 of the 3 Buccaneers hits.
Fouled away to the left side off the facade of the Cedartown home dugout, strike 1. Timothy George from the stretch and deals. Ground ball to first base. Go home for the out there. That's all they'll get. What a great play there by the infield D. They got the force at home plate. That's the advantage of having the bases loaded.
Yeah, it is, and that's also the advantage of having just a sure defense in the infield like the Dogs have. Holiday, he's very comfortable over at first base. Of course, Allred has been the backstop for a while for the Dogs, and they just did what they knew they had to do. Holiday fielded it cleanly, made a good throw to home, got the out there. And so that'll be 2 outs in the inning, and again, it'll set up for a play at any plate, and that is going to bring up number 2, Nicholas Eadings.
Yeah, he's going to hit for Pizzolino.
Number 2, Nicholas Eadings.
So he's the head coach, Coach Henson, is going to try to.
It would be Eddings, excuse me. I'm looking over now over at the pronunciation.
Yeah, Eddings. And the pitch is ball 1.
Missed upstairs.
1 ball and no strikes. Can we get out of it without allowing a run? We shall see. 1 ball and no strikes. George, the pitch. Swing and a miss, a little half swing. 1-1.
I tell you what, the crowd has definitely amped up in volume.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball to left field. B.J. Flemister dives. He cannot get it. And that is going to give them the lead 2-1. They do get the out at third, though, but 2 runs do come across, and the Buccaneers have taken the lead 2-1. Good play, though, there to end the inning, but the Buccaneers have struck for 2, and they have the lead for the first time in the ballgame. We will head now to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Dogs going to have to get something going offensively again and come from behind. We head now to the bottom half after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network.
Make the right play. Go to Peach State Ford in Cedartown today.
Rush to Peach State Ford in Cedartown. Peach State Ford has a championship lineup of new and pre-owned vehicles. Peach State Ford is now open in your backyard.
Peach State Ford is proud to be part of your local community. Whether you're waiting for your vehicle to get serviced, picking up a part for your vehicle, or stopping by to check out a new vehicle for yourself, Peach State Ford offers a wide range of amenities to enhance your experience. Peach State Ford in Cedartown, 2076 Rockmart Highway, 770-748-3673. Looking for great deals? Stop by Livewire Surplus, located on North Main Street in Cedartown. They've got everything from tools and generators to patio furniture, lawn mowers, flooring, cleaning supplies, mini splits, and much more. Whether you're tackling a project or upgrading your space, they've got what you need. Come check them out at the store today. You'll never know what you might find. Check them out on Facebook or visit their new website, livewiresurplus.com. That's Livewire Surplus, 546 North Main Street in Cedartown, 678-861-5021.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
2-run score in the top of the 6th inning, and the Allatoona Buccaneers have the first lead of the afternoon, 2-1. Over the Dogs as we head to the home half. Timothy George running into some trouble, and for a moment it looked like we were going to get out of it, but then a pinch hit by Nicholas Eddings would plate 2. And now we'll try to get it back here in the bottom half of the 6th inning.
Yeah, Joe DiMartino is still out there. He's got 84 pitches. We'll see. He ran into trouble in the bottom half of the 5th. And the Dogs able to bring across their first run. 2 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors for the Buccaneers. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Bulldogs. It'll be the middle of the Dogs' order. It'll be the cleanup hitter, Dalen Holiday, to lead it off. Holiday 0 for 1 with a walk.
4, 5, and 6 due up. Holiday, Allred, Flemister.
Leading off the Bulldogs, number 19, Day-Day Holiday.
You need Day-Day to put a charge into one here.
The pitch. That won't do it. Ground ball to second base. And the throw over there will be in time. 1 pitch, 1 out.
So that's going to bring up Gavin Allred. Allred is 0 for 2 with a strikeout on the afternoon.
Now batting number 3, Gavin Allred.
First pitch on the way to Allred. High breaking ball for a called strike. Oh, 1. Strike 2. Good pitch.
A really good pitch there by DiMartino.
BJ Flemister waiting on deck. 0-2. Tapper foul. Fielded there by BJ in the on-deck circle.
Just got just a little bit on it, just to kind of poke it out there, keep it alive. Live to see another pitch.
0-2. And he struck him out. Man. Swing and a miss. Took something off of that one.
Yeah.
And 2 quick outs there. That'll bring up B.J. Flemister.
Yeah, DiMartino might have struggled in the 5th, but so far showing no signs of any problems here at the bottom of the 6th. So that'll bring up Flemister as 0 for 2.
First pitch to B.J. There's a base hit left side. If it's fair, no, it's foul. Put the wagon before the horse right there. 0-1. The pitch. Strike 2.
Worked that breaking ball. Got the call kind of up in the zone maybe a little bit, but still there.
Here's the 0-2. Got him swinging for strike 3. And the Buccaneers, boy, they are charged up here as we head now to the top of the 7th inning. Nothing doing for the Bulldogs. Allatoona 2, Cedartown 1. Back after this 60-second break on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Bradford's Drug Store in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated good neighbor pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacists take time to get to know you and answer any questions you may have. Go by and see Justin Strickland and all the folks at Bradford's, and be sure to use their convenient drive-thru. 500 North Main Street in Cedartown, 770-748-3100. Bradford's Drug, your locally owned and operated good neighbor pharmacy.
Hey, it's the Border Mexican Restaurant located at 718 North Main Street right here in Cedartown. They serve a wide variety of your favorite Mexican food made fresh daily. Great food, great fun. It's great for the whole family. Come see us at the Border Restaurant right here on Main Street in Cedartown, or you can call for takeout at 678-246-1031. The Border Mexican Restaurant is the best Mexican food north of the border. That's the Border Restaurant right here in Cedartown. Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
Dogs go in order in the bottom of the 6th. We'll head to the top of the 7th. A pitching change for the Cedartown Bulldogs. It'll be Owen Pilgrim to come in and close things out. Timothy George will stay in the game, and he will play right field for the Dogs. Pilgrim going through his warm-up pitches. You got to have a quick 1-2-3 inning here if you're the Dogs. Throw down to second by Allred, and it looks like we're ready to go to work. It'll be Carter Tucker to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Bucks, and Tucker has 2 of the 4 Buccaneers hits. He is 2 for 2 on the afternoon.
Now batting, number 6, Carter Tucker.
So Tucker in the box, and we're ready to go back to work.
And Dogs need a clean inning here and try to come back and win it in the 7th inning. Strike called there from Pilgrim, 0-1 the count. So with Pilgrim appearing here, one of 2 situations may occur. First, the 0-1. Bunt try as Pilgrim will pick it up and throw on to first, have plenty of time to do so, and got him for the first out. Either Pilgrim will finish this game out and start the next game, or it'll be Everett Perkins who starts the next game. My guess would be Perk would start the second game, but we'll see what the idea is in just a little bit. First the pitch on the way, and another bunt try. That's foul.
Final line for Timothy George, 6 innings, 2 runs, both of them earned on 4 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Not a bad day at the office for George, especially if the Dogs can come back and secure this win in the bottom of the 7th.
There's a called strike 2. 0-2 now to Wright. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3, and that's out number 2.
Well, 2 up, 2 down. We're 2/3 of the way of getting that clean inning. And that's going to bring up the DH Brooks. He is 0 for 2 with a strikeout.
Morgan Brooks.
Morgan Brooks, the sophomore Buccaneer.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Yeah, Pilgrim's only thrown 5 pitches in this inning. 0-1. Tried to bunt this time. Perkins fields, throws on the first. High throw, back down on the bag is Holiday, and he got him. Out number 3. So we'll see if the Bulldogs can come back and win it here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Allatoona 2, Cedartown 1. Back after 60 seconds on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big AA.
Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for 100 years. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call today for tee time, 770-748-9671. Located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buckhannon Highway. Cedartown's original golf course celebrating 100 years. Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
7, 8, and 9 due up. Last chance for the Dogs as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Owen Pilgrim will come in and hit in the spot of Luke Henry to lead off the inning.
Owen Pilgrim.
DiMartino still on the mound, 92 pitches on the afternoon so far for the starting pitcher for the Allatoona Buccaneers, looking to close it out and pick up the win here on the road in Game 1 of the series, Game 1 of the doubleheader.
Pilgrim takes a strike. 0-1 the count. Low and away, ball 1. DiMartino kicks and fires. Grounded toward third and foul for strike 2. DiMartino, 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. So we mentioned he's had a good start, just struggled in that 5th inning. The 1-2 pitch, high and tight, 2-2.
Backed him off the plate there.
The pitch on the way. Got it. Swung and missed for strike 3. That'll be out number 1.
Dogs down to the final 2 outs. That'll bring up George. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Now batting number 15, Timothy George.
George will take a little bit high for ball 1. Tapper to third base. He mishandles, but still throws on, but it one hops the bag, and he's going to be safe over at first base. So the Dogs are going to have a base runner.
You take it any way that you can get it. Allie over at third base has had a lot of trouble with that one. So that's going to bring up Bryant Waddell. Bryant is 0 for 1. He does have a walk on the afternoon. That was his last plate appearance, was that walk. Waddell and Ace Allen having a long conversation. All of this happening while head coach Brett Lane is meeting with the home plate umpire. We're going to have a
Attention please, pitch running to first base, number 7, Keegan Bozeman.
A pinch runner, and it'll be Keegan Bozeman. So Bozeman will be the runner over at first, and Bryant Waddell will be your batter with 1 out in the inning. Final frame here for the Dogs.
Wanting to maximize the chance of keeping this game going with 1 out.
Want to put as much speed on the base paths as you can get.
Ace Allen looming on deck.
Bozeman represents the tying run over at first. Waddell the go-ahead run.
DiMartino deals, and it's hit in the air to shallow center field. The center fielder, Chandler, calls everybody else off and makes the catch, and the Dogs are down to their final out. And it's up to Ace Allen if this game continues. Ace Allen got the Dogs second base hit. He got an RBI out of it.
Ace Allen.
He's 1 for 3.
Need a big hit here.
Last chance for Cedartown here. In the bottom of the 7th inning, trailing 2-1.
DiMartino has now thrown 100 pitches.
He's probably going to be done here pretty soon if he can't retire this next batter. That's high and tight for ball 1. 1-0. Game 2 of the Twin Bill coming your way after we get done with this one. Probably about 25 to 30 minutes. Bozeman with his lead over at first. And the pitch. High and outside. 2-0.
As of now, that would put us probably first pitch sometime around 7:20, 7:30.
2 balls and no strikes to Ace Allen. The stretch by DiMartino. And that ball is driven deep to left center field. Going back to the fence. It's out of here! Walk-off homer! Cedartown wins 3-2. Ace Allen. Walk him off, son.
Allen found a pitch that he could hit, and he just drove it to left center field, and the Dogs win it in style. Game 1 is in the books. The Dogs remain undefeated undefeated in region play. They go to 4-0.
What an explanation. 4-0 are the Dogs after the walk-off homer. My goodness, 3-2 the final score. Let's take a 60-second break. We'll come back after this on the Cedartown Bulldogs Sports Network, the Big Double A.
Looking for a good used vehicle? Don't go out of town. Come see the folks at Dingler Motor Company, 526 North Main Street. Bad credit, no problem. Dingler Motor Company can get you back on the road in no time with their in-house financing. Top quality pre-owned late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Stop by and check out their wide selection at 526 North Main Street across from Livewire Surplus. Call them at 770-748-0906. Search them on Facebook at Dingler Motor Co. That's Dingler Motor Company.
There's nothing quite like the indoor comfort of a Daikin HVAC system. And not everyone can deliver the HVAC expertise and service quite like us, your local Daikin Comfort Pro. We're committed to your heating and cooling needs, whether you're looking for a system checkup or a replacement that fits your lifestyle and budget. Call us, your local Daikin Comfort Pro, today.
Call MasterTech Heating and Air at 770-748-6965 or visit us online at mymastertech.com, and go Dogs.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
3-2 is your final score here in Game 1 of this Friday night twin bill here at CHS. The Dogs with the win in style. Ace Allen with the walk-off two-run home run in the bottom of the 7th lifts the Dogs and secures the victory. Final line, 2 runs on 4 hits and 3 errors for the Buccaneers. The Dogs, 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Timothy George would get the start. He would go 6 innings, give up 2 runs. Both of them earned 4 hits, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Owen Pilgrim would close it out. Final inning of the game, he would strike out 1, and the Dogs now improve to a record of 6-3 overall. They are 4-0 in region play. And the Allatoona Buccaneers, they are still winless in region play. They fall to 0-4. Game 2 of the doubleheader is headed your way. We'll be going first pitch live here on the Big Double A somewhere around probably 7:20 or 7:25. We will start a new video feed on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and the NFHS Network. And we're going to send it back to the station for plenty of your favorite classic country hits right here on the Big Double A. A big win, a walk-off win for the Dogs here in Game 1. We'll be back with Game 2 here in about 25 minutes from CHS. Sam Branch alongside Andrew Carter. You are listening to Cedartown High School Baseball here on the home of the Cedartown Bulldogs, the Big Double A.
W291 TS Cedartown. Your home for the Cedartown High School Bulldogs. AM 1340 and now 106.1 FM WGAA.